been saying, trust but verify. And that's sad to say that I need another source besides what the president says to confirm what he says.
I like that, Brian, what you put in that chat, because there was actually that, I don't know if you know, but that was a real story that happened out here in Los Angeles, where a firefighter was setting all these fires and then showing up and getting awards.
Oh yeah, you read it? Yeah.
He was setting all the fires, he was showing up and getting awards until they charged him like 63 counts of arson. I forget how many counts. It was so many fires he had set, bro. That's a real thing.
Okay, so I'm giving you guys a choice here. We can either hear this complete and total ceasefire agreement from your Vice President J.D. Vance, or we can get it from Brett Hume from Fox. Which do you?
You know, Fox is the most credible news source. Even though they had to pay $750 million about lying about the election, they're very credible.
Gross. Yeah, let's hear Vance. I can understand my enemy.
Are you sure? Because the other one is reporting. It's the same guy. Is what's his name? Brett, whatever his name is. He's doing both of them, but one has the reporter that's standing in Israel tonight, and the other one has J.D. Vance.
Michael said no, Vance. He's eating.
Okay, fine. So let's do this one. All right. The stage and the goo has spoken. Is Michael in the goo?
Yeah, he's in the chat. He's eating.
Tell Michael he can come here and eat on stage. All right, guys. Ping in your friends. I don't see our friends in the room. Ping in your friends. Before we get started, make sure you guys ping in some of your friends. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, let me start it then. Breaking news.
What happened with Ron in the Middle East, and some breaking news coming just now. Joining us this evening, Vice President J.D. Vance. Mr. Vice President.
Oh, so it's the same one.
Just seconds ago, the President went to Truth Social and typed this. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire. Complete and total ceasefire is what he typed. What does that mean? How did it come about? What's the development?
Connected to Mr. Steinbach.
Left the White House to come over here, so that's good news that the president was able to get that across the finish line. I think what it means, Brett, is quite simple. First of all, the president, without, knock on wood, having a single American casualty, obliterated the Iranian nuclear program. We are now in a place where we weren't a week ago. A week ago, Iran was very close to having a nuclear weapon. Now, Iran is incapable of building a nuclear weapon with the equipment they have because we destroyed it. So that's a very, very big thing. Now, what that means, I think, is we have to talk to Iran and, of course, to Israel about what the future holds. Because while we have obliterated the Iranian nuclear program, our hope and our expectation is that they're not going to try to rebuild that program. And I think that's what the president is really trying to figure out here, is to build a long-term settlement here to where we can have peace in the region, where our regional allies and, of course, the American people, most importantly, can be secured, but where we can ensure that the destruction of the Iranian nuclear program that has already happened is not something they try to rebuild.
I want to get to the obliterated part in just a minute, but I just want to read this fully so I get the context here. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point, the ceasefire for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful on the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America. And God bless the world. He seems confident that this is all coming together.
That's right.
And when you...
Hi, Mr. Wonderful here. You know, I don't waste time, and I definitely don't waste money. Start Engine as a strategic advisor and a shareholder and a paid spokesperson years ago. Because of...
And when you left the White House, were you thinking this was all gelling here?
When I left the White House, I thought that we might be able to get it across the finish line before this broadcast. Like the president has been able to do that. I mean, look, he's been working the phones constantly. Frankly, before the 12-day war started, but certainly over the past 12 days, the president's been extremely clear about America's national objective here. It is to create a world where Iran cannot build a nuclear weapon. We, of course, destroyed the nuclear program that they had, and the president told the entire team, we're going to work to make sure that they don't try to rebuild that nuclear capability in the future. And look, this is a great thing. For Israel, think about this. They've accomplished an important military objective. They've helped us destroy the Iranian nuclear program. They've also destroyed the conventional missile capability of Iran that threatened the country of Israel. For the Iranians, I think this is a new opportunity to actually pursue the path of peace. As I said yesterday, what the Iranians have showed through their support of terror networks, through their now failed effort to build a nuclear weapon, is that they're just not very good at war. And I think the president really hit the reset button and said, look, let's actually produce long-term peace for the region. That's always been his goal. I actually think when we look back, we will say the 12-day war was an important reset moment for the entire region.
Would you be surprised if Iran is sending out signals that it doesn't have a specific ceasefire plan? How would the communication have been with the Iranians to get this level of confidence to put out that detailed statement?
Well, one of the things I've learned, Brett, about the Iranians in the past, 4 or 5 months that I've been in this job is what they say publicly and privately can sometimes be very different. I think what the Iranians have shown very clearly is they don't want this war to go on for much longer. Their air defenses have been totally destroyed.
Don't eat breakfast until you learn about caloric bypass. Your breakfast is setting you up for the entire day to either gain weight or lose it. The term breakfast literally
destroyed. Their conventional missile program has been largely destroyed, and of course their nuclear program has been obliterated, as I said before. So I think the Iranians are at a place where they don't want to keep on fighting. You saw the president, and I don't have the truth in front of me, but he talked about the next 6 hours, finalizing the attacks. I mean, I think what he's talking about is right now, for the American people watching, it's dark over there. That's typically when the Israelis and the Iranians have been shooting at each other. I think there's some recognition that that might continue for another few hours, and tomorrow really is a new day. The end of the 12-day war, the end of the Iranian nuclear program, and I really do believe the beginning of...
Okay, so, wait, what's going on, you guys? I thought we were having what happened? They can shoot for another, what do you say, 12 hours?
Yeah, Trump said that in the initial statement, yes. Yes.
What's the point
That
of
was
that
in the
video?
initial-
What's the point?
Because basically they had because both sides had operations already in motion, so it's just a realistic way to wind it down. It's just what is the most realistic way.
I think what CEO was saying, so it doesn't look like
Translate.
so it doesn't look like one side breached it immediately after if there was something already in motion, right? So it looked like a breach of the ceasefire. They've given them 12 hours so they can retract their troops or whatever they had going on, and then comply.
I don't really think that's sense.
That don't. I mean, that's the weird. I don't understand that. So you can get your last kill in tonight. No, but
Free bodies.
person know, like, yo, give me a few more days, for a few more hours, but
Yeah, go drop a few bodies. I'm sliding right. If I'm you, I'm sliding right now.
Well, look at it like this. Let's say, two people are dating and they're like, we really should be abstinent, but we're both naked in a moment, so they're like, well, let's just knock this out one more time.
That's a horrible analogy.
I'll be comparing that to sex.
Now my country's fucking. We are talking about country's fucking.
War, baby, sex. So, oh my God.
Okay,
I
so
guess they both got
that sounds like
explosions.
some Trump shit right there. Okay, all right. The war is over. Y'all get out there, get your last lick in. It's never mind. That don't make no kind of damn sense.
It's like Purge. Think of Purge. How they give you that night to go ahead and get your shit off, and then the next morning it's back to normal.
That's almost what they're saying. So can I ask CEO, why can't I find anything out of Israel nor Iran about the ceasefire? Anybody?
Reuters, yeah, the Iranian officials confirmed it with
Chief quarters. It's multiple places. I put it in the chat. Yeah.
I was driving. I wasn't checking it out.
Yeah,
So
it's
Reuters
confirmed.
said it. I wonder why.
Sky News said it.
Picking this up.
Yeah. It's
What, the ceasefire?
yes.
It's not
Is it
confirmed.
confirmed by Israel or is confirmed by Russia?
It's confirmed by Iran.
What source? Cite your source. I've been looking at
Reuters.
I'm looking too. I'm on Reuters right now.
Reuters. Look
I'm
up.
on there
Look
right
up.
now.
Iran confirmed.
I'm on Reuters right now. Did you find it, Gemini?
Let me know.
No, I'm looking right now though.
So, what I'm saying,
Asia, stop laughing because I'm ready to come to you.
All I see for Reuters, the title for Reuters 44 minutes ago is Trump announces Iran Israel ceasefire.
Somebody look at the video.
Okay, I did find this. It says the Times of Israel, senior Iranian official confirms Tehran agreeing to ceasefire. So I do see that in the timesofisrael.com.
Oh, but
In your link, it says Trump says.
Come on, you guys, get it right, because we don't want to give all these
It
great
says
nice
Trump.
people.
Yeah, it says Trump on
Trump
that.
says.
Yeah,
I
there you
was
go.
I was interrupted, it was saying that, his words, Trump is the one announcing the ceasefire, and Reuters did report it, but that's it, so far. And that it's Qatar, mediating it, so, we'll see.
So there is no official confirmation from the government.
No, everything's saying Trump, according to
Yeah,
Trump.
everything I have is also saying Trump as well. Trump said, in every other paragraph.
Let me see what Reuters actually said though, but it's supposed to be a 12, whatever, let's see.
Okay, so listen to this one.
Sky News. Sorry, I put in the wrong thing. Sky News is in the link chat now. It says Iran confirmed.
I'm on Sky News right now as well, but everything that Trump does always got a big ass question mark and in the eye roll, because it said right here. Okay, first they gave him 12 hours to keep fighting. And this one from SkyNews.com as what's the date on here? June 24th, 1:02 UK time.
Fox News also.
Ceasefire has agreed, but I was trying to get something where these.
It says Trump as well, as Trump cares.
According to Donald Trump, the U.S. president made the announcement on Truth Social. Let me find some place where they said it. In a post shared after 1 UK time, Mr. Trump said the first stage of the ceasefire will begin 6 hours later. That's weird. This means both sides could still launch a strike in the meantime. And after.
Trump is a fucking dick, bro.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Yeah, so here's the exact quote. A senior Iranian official told Reuters news agency that Tehran has agreed to the ceasefire.
I literally just read that.
Israeli media reports suggest Benjamin Netanyahu was also on board.
It says Israeli media reports suggest Benjamin. It didn't say he wasn't suggest. Benjamin Netanyahu was also on board, provided, you didn't read the whole thing, provided Iran stops firing missiles toward the country. This is some bullshit.
And they're wrapping it up. Like, why are we
Just wrap that up.
Somebody said they hiding that you would see.
The level of coping is crazy. The level of coping is crazy. It is a crazy level of coping.
Yeah,
so Theo, when you guys ask us for proof, you know, it's scrutinized just as much. So why is it wrong for us to go in here and try to verify this and scrutinize it and make sure we're giving them accurate
It's not wrong at all. So it's not wrong.
Yo,
So
somebody
let's just
ping
break it
Trent
down.
in here. I think he knows something else. Come on,
Let's just
ping him
bring
in.
it in. Bring Daddy Trent.
Talking about Big Daddy Trump, Lisa. You supposed to take what he says at face value.
That says something.
Y'all need to start sucking on the orange pacifier and quit questioning.
Stop playing. Okay, so it's Okay, so Trump wrote, quote, officially Iran will start the ceasefire. Wait a minute. Listen to this carefully, you guys. Listen carefully, because this is Trump talk. Trump wrote, quote, officially Iran will start the ceasefire. And upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire. Wait, I'm not finished, y'all.
I believe when I
That's
fucking
some crazy shit.
Wait, let's finish out this and see
Run that back one more time.
Everybody on the same. We didn't even finish with the quote. Okay, y'all listen with your listening ears. This is from Trump. Quote, officially, Iran will start the ceasefire. And upon the 12th hour, Israel will start, and he's got ceasefire in capital letters, will start the ceasefire. And upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12th day war will be saluted by the world. And then, quote, on the assumption, and listen to this part, that everything works as it should, which it will, I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina,
Yes,
The
sir.
doctor-
intelligence to end.
Lisa, don't you remember?
Sound like a Ron Jeremy.
I've ever heard of.
Lisa, don't you remember? We talked about this an hour ago, right? Jim and I were talking about manifesting that he basically